cool. I think it's going. Yeah, it seems like it. Cool. Well, how did this lead start in Napa? Like, how'd you get a hold of it?
Well, so this one, actually, this one I door knocked this one.
Okay.
Um, yeah, this was like in, I want to say like in March at some point. I went and door knocked this bad boy, and I talked to the lady, the one that got this whole deal into the mess that it was in.
Okay.
Um, so I actually talked to Cynthia and got her number. She says she was trying to stop the whole foreclosure thing. Um, and uh-oh, I think we're losing connection here, dude.
No, it's good. It does that. You're good. Don't worry about that. Yeah. You there?
Okay, there
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay, can you hear me okay? Because
Yeah,
you're
I
all
can hear you.
breaking up.
No, you're good. Go for it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I talked to Cynthia. She was trying to do a
Oh
loan
no.
modification or something. I couldn't really pinpoint what she was trying to do. So I just gave her my advice. I deal a lot with foreclosures. That's kind of my niche. And so, I kind of put her in my CRM to follow up with her every so often. And oh, there we go.
So Cynthia was the agent or trying to help out before?
No, Cynthia was the daughter-in-law of Pedro.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, yep. And so when I went to the house, Cynthia was saying that she was trying to save the house, and I was giving her some advice, kind of exchanged numbers, and that's kind of where we left it. Continued, move on, put it into my CRM, just kind of followed up. Um, and then nothing. She wasn't responding, so I figured she just ghosted me, right? So I kind of just left it as that, and then Heidi, the agent, she's a friend of the family. So I've known Heidi for years, years.
Friend of your family or
Yeah,
friend of Pedro's?
no,
Okay.
friend of my
Your
family. Yeah. So
got it.
I've hung out with Heidi before. I knew Heidi was in the real estate game. So Heidi knows what I do. So, I told Heidi, if you ever got something in your way, you need a fixer upper, you got some houses that look like shit, just give me a call.
Yeah.
We can move them. So she always knew that, she had that at the back of her head. And then I brought up to her this new thing that I was trying out, which is subject to, right?
Right.
Creative financing. So I kind of gave her the gist of it, of kind of how it works. And I told her, if you have something um, that fits those criterias, that they just want to, somebody to take over the mortgage, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, okay. And then, um, Heidi just called me out of the blue, and she calls me and she's like, hey, I got one for you. And I was like, what you got? And then she kind of gave me the whole details. So my thing was, oh shit, this is a week away. The auction date is set for 1 week, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So when did she call you? Like a week from the auction date,
A
right?
week from the auction. So on Friday, she called me last Friday. So what day was that? That was,
Right. The auction was set November 3rd, right? Like basically in 2 days.
yeah,
So Monday is when the auction is set.
yeah. So she called me on the 24th.
Okay, so she called you on the 24th. Hey, Adam, I got something for you. You said something about subject to
Yeah,
save this house.
yep, yep. So
Cool.
I was like, okay. So I called my partner Matt, and I told Matt, hey, we got to go do a walkthrough. We might have a subject to in our hands. Um, because we actually have closed some subject to deals on our own, right? Never this quick though. Never this quick.
Right.
We've always had time. So we walk the property. Um, me and Matt start, doing the numbers on because we were going to buy it as a cash deal.
Right.
We looked at the numbers. It just didn't make any sense for a cash deal, but I knew that the interest rate was good. It was good for a subject too. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a perfect subject too. Well, I happened to be, talking to Freddie a lot,
Yeah.
and I call Freddie because me and Freddie have something else going on, another subject to deal that we're working together on. And
Nice.
I just called Freddie on Monday. This was on Friday. On Monday, when I got back to the office, I called Freddie to just let him know about the deal that me and him had going on. Just kind of keeping him in the loop what's going on. And I just kind of told Freddie, I was like, "Hey, dude, I got another one in Nampa. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's tight. It's like the numbers don't work for a cash deal, but it'll probably work for a subject too. And I know Freddie is like an animal when it comes to these. Yeah, you and Freddie are just on point. So I was like, and he goes, "Yeah, what is it? I want it. I want it." And I was like, "Okay, these are the numbers, And I gave him all the numbers. And then Freddie's like, "Okay." And you guys took it from there. And I didn't do anything but just kind of coordinate a little here and there.
Oh,
But yeah,
so did you have to put it under contract or fill out contracts?
no, I didn't. I mean, this was all hands off, man. This was kind of just
Cool.
like, here you go, Freddie. Here you go, Peymon. And
Yeah.
and Freddie goes, "I'm gonna send this over to Peymon, and he's gonna get this thing going." And then, like 3 days later, Pedro calls me and tells me,
Yeah.
I talked to Peymon. He said everything's good. We're moving
Yeah.
in the right direction. And I was just amazed, how quick you guys were just on top of everything. And then, I called Heidi. I let Heidi know what was going on. Hey, we're moving pretty quick on this. So I think it's looking okay. I don't like to jinx myself, but you know,
Yeah. Fair.
it's looking okay. These guys are moving pretty good. And then next thing I know, Freddie calls
It's
me
done.
and Freddie's like, "It's done." And I'm like, "Holy shit." So yeah,
Um, and so how much did you make off of this?
I made 5 off of this one.
Yeah. And just off of a lead, right? So 5,000, not
Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
Um,
5K.
and
Yeah.
and then yeah, so just so for everyone who's listening, so like on Monday the 27th, we knew about the deal, meaning me and Freddie. We closed on the 30th. That's like 4 days, 3 days, whatever, from that time. And their auction was set November 3rd. So like um yeah, just important to like who you know and how fast you move. So yeah, dope, man. Yeah, so yeah, no contracts, no paperwork on your side, just get the lead. Dude wants to sell, hand it off, get paid. It's a pretty good deal. And so, but you primarily do cash offers, right? So if anyone wants a cash offer, they should probably call you.
Yeah, that's kind of our specialty. I mean, we're doing fix and flips. So we just started doing this creative about, I want to say 3, 4 months ago. We've done some creative. We've done about two. I did a subject to and a seller finance about a couple weeks ago. But
Nice.
that one, since I'm so new to this, so new to the
Mhm.
whole, creative space, I need time, right? I need time. So I'm
Yeah,
not,
fair.
I'm not as quick as you two, where you guys have been in the game for a while and you guys know exactly what moves you need to make depending on the circumstances or the situation that it's in. So
Dope. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So you guys, I mean, you guys are, yeah, you guys are the real deal, man. So yeah,
Well, I appreciate it.
congratulations. Yeah, yeah,
Thanks. Yeah, no, we all won, right?
yeah.
Cool. Let me do bam.